Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw It 2. My name's Ramney, and today we are going to finally draw the Joker from The Dark Knight. Yeah, this one right here. The Joker has been a request that I've had for many months now, and I intended to do this tutorial a few months back, maybe around October, but then I never really got around to it because there were other things that I wanted to draw. And of course, when you talk about the Joker, we cannot forget about the way that Heath Ledger portrays the Joker in The Dark Knight, one of his last films and one that he got a posthumous Oscar for. Now, when they did the casting for The Dark Knight, when Heath Ledger was announced as the actor for the Joker, the internet went crazy about how much they disliked this casting choice. And everybody was pretty much saying, this guy from 10 Things I Hate About You is going to play the most iconic Batman villain of all time. But then the trailer came out and we heard nothing but Heath Ledger's laughter, and all of a sudden people were on board with Heath Ledger as the Joker. And many years later and many iterations of the Joker later, people still consider Heath Ledger's portrayal as one of the best, if not the best portrayal of the Joker in any media. As usual, what you guys need for this tutorial is a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black pens to ink afterwards. As you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause at any time so you can catch up on your drawings. Remember that we all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. And also don't forget, if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely acceptable. Having said all of that, you guys, let's get right to the tutorial. Okay, to get started with our Heath Ledger Joker, I've got my paper here in portrait mode. So let's get started with that. I'm going to be drawing the face right above here, and I'm just going to draw just a little part of his jacket, nothing else. So let's get started. Of course, I'm going to be starting off with a circle, as I do most of the time. And this time around, I'm going to do a circle that's slightly bigger than I normally do. But about that. It's a good size. And we're going to be tilting it so that he's going to be he's going to have his head tilted this way. So what we're going to do is from this circle, we're going to draw a line going this way and this way. And while I'm at it, I'm going to draw a line going down the middle of that circle as well, going diagonally. Okay, from here, I'm going to draw a slope that goes straight into the chin. Draw the chin. And then I'll draw the bottom of the chin a little bit more squarish than this one. I think that's a good start. Now let's figure out where his eyes are going to go. I'm going to erase this slightly, and I'm actually going to go over it like this. So you notice the circle kind of goes a little bit lower down. What I want to do is I want to find a curve from the left side to the right side, a little bit above the bottom of that initial circle that we did. So a little higher up, and this is going to be the eye line. I'm going to draw two spots right there, and that's going to mark where the bridge of the nose is going to be. And I'm going to draw the nose. I'm just going to draw the bridge of the nose, going slowly from here, from the brow line, going down and getting slightly bigger. Okay, from there I'm going to create this V shape. And I'm going to make that V shape a little bit bigger, like this. Now what's difficult about this drawing is we're trying to make it look like Heath Ledger, but my suggestion is to do your best to just try to make it look like the Joker instead. So, I mean, if you just draw the smile that he's got, and the eyes, the way that he has his eyes look, and the hair, then it should look like the Joker, even if it does not look like Heath Ledger. That is completely fine, and it can be difficult. A lot of people spend a lot of time making portrait drawings, because that is a difficult thing to do. You have to master it. Okay, so I made a V right here, and just very lightly I'm going to draw just the nostril sides right there. Okay, from there I'm going to draw a faint line going this way, and from here I'm going to go to the tip right here and find my way out like that. Okay, right here I'm going to draw a little U very faintly. And the bottom of the U, I'm going to start drawing a line from there, going across like this, and same thing over here, from here going across there. We're going to make that into a bit of a smile later on. Actually, it's not going to be a smile at all. Okay, let's continue. Let's find his eyes. All right, so his eyes are going to be somewhat, well, find a spot right here, near the nose, to the right of the nose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, a small line going down, and then across. And I'm going to draw a half circle, well, half an oval, I guess, half a football shape. And then from the brow line, I just draw a line like that. And I'll try to do the same thing on this side. There you go. Half circle. You might need to do this several times because what you want to do is you want to make sure that the eyes are centered, right? Here's the half circle, and then from the brow line, like that. So I'm going to make this one slightly bigger, like that. So it is a bit of a trial and error. That's what drawing is, right? Can't get everything right the first time around. That's why I was never a big fan of the, teaching you how to draw using just a marker, because that's not how my brain works. Anyway, all right, so let's draw a half circle inside those eyes. One, and then another one inside that. And I'll do the same thing over here. Half circle inside. Okay. Now let's draw the shadow around the eyes. I'm going to start over here on the bridge of the nose, and I'm going to go above the brow line, draw a line going out, and then back to the brow line like this. And then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a zigzag. So I'm going to bring this to the center line, and I'm going to zigzag it back to the bridge of the nose. And I'll do it once, twice, go down, and then I'll do it again. And then while I'm doing that, let me show you. I'm going to draw a little curve underneath the eye here. That's sort of where I want that dark shadow to be. And I'm going to do one more right here. So they're kind of spiky lines. And then here, you don't want to make it smooth because, his makeup is supposed to be fading. So I am doing this with some rough edges. A little spike over here. And then just to finish that off, I'm going to leave it like that. It looks a little weird right now, but that's how it's supposed to look. I'm going to shade that in later on with our Sharpie marker. Okay, I'm going to add a couple more here, so I'll add another spiky line right there. Now let's go over here, let's do the same thing. I'm going to start where the brow meets the bridge. I'm going to make my way above the eye and up like this. Rough textures, remember? Okay, now underneath the eye, here's what I'm going to do. Brow line, I'm going to draw a curve that goes underneath the eye, like this. Okay, let's start over here. I'm going to draw those spiky things. And those spiky things are actually just wrinkles that he has where his makeup has faded. Because at this point his makeup is starting to come off. Okay, so 2 more spikes there, maybe, and then over here, a series of spiky thingies, just like that. And I'm going to shade that in later on. Okay, let's add a few lines on the nose. I'm going to draw this line right here, and I'm going to, like the ball of the nose right here, the tip of it, I'm going to actually draw a line going down and then out slightly to the left and then down again. Okay, now I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to draw a straight line going up and then a very faint line right there. Okay, I'm going to draw this line now, reinforce that line, I'm going to bring it towards the nose, and I'll do the same thing over here. Now let's kind of do the mouth, and I kind of want the mouth to end up right around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a series of textures, like zigzag lines, and these zigzag lines that's what makes his mouth really grotesque looking, right? Let me adjust this line right here, because what I want to do is I'm going to bring it down. Okay, so we've got this zigzag line going up like that. I'm going to draw a faint line over here, just beneath that zigzaggy mouth line that we did. This is going to be, well, that's his lip essentially, and it's smooth. And then I'm going to find another line down here. This is going to be his lower lip, and I'm going to create a couple of bumps to it first. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to bring it down like this. I'm going to start shaping that lip. But remember, his lips are weird. They've got scars on them, so they're not supposed to be smooth. And bring it up to there. Okay, I'm gonna bring this line right here. I'm gonna just try to bring it to, well, just extend it all the way until you can't anymore. And just reinforce this. Now same thing over here. I'm gonna make this go out to the side. Now right here, here's the lip. I'm gonna bring it out to the side as well. Now let's shape the chin. And what I wanna do is I wanna go in a little bit on the chin. So instead of starting over here for the chin, I bring it in to the right slightly. And that's where I do my chin line. Just like that. And then I'm going to extend this. I'm going to make this zigzag go all the way to the side right here. So it kind of cuts through his cheek right here. And then right here, I'm just going to faintly do the exact same thing until you reach the edge. Right here, now right here, I'm actually going to bring it to the lips. I think that's a better look. And I'm going to extend the lip even higher. There you go. Over here, let me just shape this. And let's shape the bottom here. From the nose, I'm going to draw this little wrinkle right here. Again, over here, just like that. I roughed it up so that it's not quite straight. So now we've got this style, this design. Let's draw a line right here, and a line right here. And another brow line coming from the brow itself, going towards the center line, and then making my way up. 2 lines, sure, why not? So he's got that scowl, that angry scowl. Now above right here, I'm going to draw two brow lines. Now one above right here. And then actually right here, I'm going to draw a long one. So from there, I make my way this way, and then make my way this way. All right, so let's give him a couple more wrinkles right here. So here's a wrinkle that comes from his eye makeup. There you go. Now let's do his iconic hairstyle. And I'm gonna, well, Heath Ledger's got a pretty big forehead, so we're gonna try to find a big forehead. So find, from here to here, find the middle spot. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring this, curve it up like this. And then from here, I'm going to go across to the right and then find my way down this way. So from here, go up like this. So that's kind of where his hair is gonna fall. And on this side, let's draw it. So let's draw the side of the face, just like that, and then the forehead, like that. Okay, now right here, I'm going to curve it this way, and then let's go back over here. I'm going to draw the ear. I'm just going to draw the ear like this, because it's going to be covered anyway. Okay, so here's the ear. And I'm going to find a spot right underneath that ear, kind of right here. And I'm going to start drawing the rest of his hair. So we kind of have a good idea where his hair is supposed to go. And it kind of does this. All right, go back over here. Straight line going across. And then it goes down. And then I'm going to find his shoulder. Let's find his shoulder now. I'm gonna find a spot right here where this, kind of where his mouth ends, and it meets the side of the face. I'm gonna draw a line going across like this. And then from that same spot, a diagonal line going like this. And I'm gonna find a spot right here. And I'm gonna draw the collar. And then from here, I'm going to draw a line going straight down for his jacket. And I'll do the exact same thing from this side of the face. I'm going to make my way down about this far. below his chin here. I'm gonna draw the collar now. Here's one side, and the other side is gonna come from here. It's gonna go out towards the jacket like this. Okay, and then I find my way from here back up to about here. And then from that same spot, I'm gonna draw the vest that he wears inside his jacket, and it kind of goes down this way. And then from here, a little curve like that. So this is his vest right here. And let me actually continue the vest all the way to the jacket itself. And then just a little circle right there for the button. You can add more details to that if you want to. Four little holes in that button. All right, let's add some texture to this vest. The line across like that. And then from here, line across like this. So this is a green vest right here. And I'm gonna extend this one going down like that. All right, let's draw his tie. And his tie is a straight line right here. And from here, I go this way. Close that off. From here now, I bring my line going towards the vest here, and then here goes down towards the vest this way. Okay, some wrinkles underneath. And, well, that's pretty much it. Let's leave it at that. From the hair, I'm going to draw a line going down, and then in, and then from here, draw a line going this way, up to here, and then across, and from here I'm just going to find my way back down. So this is his jacket, collar, whatever you call that part. And here I'm just going to draw this little line, or long line. And you know what, let's fix this collar right here. I didn't do it right, you guys. All right, so let's, from here I'm gonna draw a line towards the face, and then I'm going to draw a line going up over here. And there you go. And then the other shoulder comes out about here, going out this way, like this. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna do any more to it. And I'm gonna go down here now. I'm just gonna create his pocket. A curved line going across, down, and then another line going across like this. All right, let's go back to finishing Heath Ledger's. Actually, it looks more like Jack Nicholson, doesn't it? Let me see if I can fix that up. All right, let's go back to just drawing the curls on Heath Ledger's hair. Kind of like Peter Quill, it's very hard to do a tutorial on how to draw individual strands of hair. So what you have to do is you have to work at it in clumps. Here's one clump right here. And this is going to be pretty tedious. So it does that. And I mean, if you can do this with your pen, it would be a lot faster than to do it in pencil and then do it in pen again. That's going to be pretty time consuming if you do it that way. All right, so how about I just do it quietly and you guys just observe what I do and try to do it the way, try to do it your way. Just find the general idea of how his hair goes and try to replicate it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna move on to this side right here. You can make this thicker, you can add as much detail as you want to it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this because I'm going to actually give it a little bit more detail in the inking process. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go over here, and the first thing I'm gonna do is draw a little hair fuzz on the side of the face there. He does kind of look more like Jack Nicholson, doesn't he? Huh, funny how I did that. All right, let's continue, I guess. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna leave it at. And I think I've figured out how to make it less like Jack Nicholson, although this is fine the way it is. I'm just gonna make a little change right here. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna draw a line this way and just make this a little bit bigger. Like that. Right here, I'm actually gonna create a rectangle, and within that rectangle, I'm gonna draw a series of lines. And that looks funny right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade all of this in, and those should not look like teeth. They should start looking like the shine on his mouth. Because what I'm actually going to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this in, or maybe not. We'll see how it goes, you guys. A lot of times my tutorials I make some mistakes, and that is completely acceptable. Let's see, a couple more lines over here. No wrinkle lines right there. And I think that's it. Well, I'm gonna leave it like that anyway. That is how you draw Heath Ledger as the Joker from Batman, actually from The Dark Knight. And you guys, that is all the time that we have. Thank you for watching this tutorial all the way to the end. I hope your drawings of the Joker turned out great. If it did, I would love to see it. So please head on over to the Google Plus community page and post your artwork there for everybody else to see. And if you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have links to those in the description below. Clicking on those links helps ensure content creators like myself are compensated so that we can continue making good stuff for you guys for free. And if you guys have not yet noticed, I do have a donate button that is now on my channel. So if you guys do feel like being extra awesome, any donation would be greatly appreciated. Another common question from my viewers is, when am I going to start drawing anime again? And basically my answer to that is that it's probably not going to be every week like I did Anime Thursdays, but on occasion I'll do the odd anime character here and there. It just won't be every week like I used to. And to be honest with you guys, if you do look at my analytics, my anime tutorials are some of the least viewed of all my videos, and that is one of the reasons why I put Anime Thursdays on hold. But stay tuned, you guys, because I do have a few announcements of new videos that I'm going to create in this channel, so stay tuned for those. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. Here in this channel, I'll show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. And if you guys found this tutorial really helpful for you, it would be greatly appreciated if you liked this video, commented below, or shared this video with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, all the different social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget, you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of Heath Ledger's Joker that you can color as you wish. Again, links to that are in the description below. Finally, you guys, thank you once again, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. So if you want to know how to get one of these really cool mugs, I have a link to that down in the description below. Drawings of, who is it? Oh yeah, it's the Joker. Google Plus and on that. Of Heath Ledger's Joker. And if you do like what you see, it would be greatly appreciated.